and welcome to a now playing of the Banner Saga. I'm Mc Shea, here with Justin Haywald.
And we're going to be playing some bannering sagas.
We're going to saga some banners. Yeah, so this was a Kickstarter game.
Did you back this on Kickstarter? I backed this, but I haven't gotten the chance to play it yet.
Oh,
this is one of
those.
To
see.
This will be my first time actually watching the game.
After doing it.
Just seeing the art style is what got me to kickstart this game, and it is an absolutely beautiful looking game. And I really am looking forward to seeing more of this.
Cool. Well, we're gonna start this right from the beginning, so people aren't confused by the story, and we'll start out. So,
are you going to read the story along, or
do you want me to read it out loud with different voices the whole
Yes.
time? Oh,
Well, you just missed it. You should do it like a dramatic Patrick Stewart type voice.
The gods are dead.
Oh, this sucks.
In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped. The sun. Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun! So, as we see that Stoic made it, we're giving away copies of this game.
We are. If you follow us on Twitter, if you tweet out to @GameSpot.
Don't tell them how to do it yet.
Don't tell me. All right, so keep an eye on Twitter. We are going to be giving out
doing it soon.
3 copies of the game. I was just getting people
I know.
ready so they know what to expect.
I know.
That's only half of it.
We'll tell you in a little bit. What you had to do.
But there will be a way to win copies of this game. The deluxe digital edition, which also comes with the soundtrack
By Austin Wintory, who's a famous composer who did some of the Assassin's Creed games. He did Monaco last year.
I think we're talking over the game.
Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky.
See, that's how you voice act.
Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Look at the dude in the back. Look how far back he is.
He needs to catch up.
He's gonna be eaten by
Help
wolves.
me.
Snow wolves.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they all have horns.
That dude's horns are.
Komið skjótt! Komið í höllina miklu! Skýst ég leyfa oss að stinga!
Big dude. Okay. So there's a brief tutorial that we have to go through, but it's brief.
So you've already played through this part of it. What kind of game is this? What should people expect?
It's not a tactics game. I know that you mentioned tactics earlier. It's not tactics, but it's.
Did I say tactics?
I thought you said tactics.
You're making things up.
Well, okay, so it's it's a strategy RPG. That's basically it. So
So what are you doing exactly?
So what's going on is that you move, obviously on a grid, and you can move wherever it's blue, or you can use willpower to move where it's yellow, basically. So you can see there's blue and yellow. So you can move it a little further if you want, like I'm going to do right there, because that's what it's teaching me. And then you can attack either their weak, tasty body, or you can attack their armor. And like armor makes it so you do more attack when you attack their body directly. So, I don't know. That makes sense, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, it looks like a tactics game, but a little bit more action focused.
How so?
Because you're clicking things.
What?
That's purely the only reason I said that.
Oh.
Is it turn-based?
It is turn-based.
Okay.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So what game is this most like? Oh no, dude, stop it. This is real acting.
How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his lust. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
So you play the giants in this. You're not playing the little puny men.
But you recruit puny men too.
Why would you want puny men when you're a huge giant dude?
Because you've got like, there's only a few giants, and you need some help, I guess. So this game has a lot of story and choices.
Like Mass Effect level choices?
I guess they're more subtle than that. So this dude is a steward, which means he's a cook, I believe.
I don't think that's what steward means.
Does it mean he's a stable boy? He manages the governor's business. That's actually what he does.
Yes.
He's calling me Ubbin. So what do you want me to say here? Do you want me to be polite? Because when I was playing at my desk, I was being a real jerk.
You should probably be a real jerk, just like you are in real life.
I usually play the games really nice, though.
I know. Why do you have to roleplay? You should play who you are and just be a jerk. You just smack people around.
I'll just say that one.
People don't know this in real life. Tom he rules with a heavy hand. In the office.
No.
He just walks around smacking people left and right.
Governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand.
Oh yeah, our picture-in-picture is is covering all of the words. There's no way that
people... Oh, it is! So the governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand, and then I get to choose what I'm going to say. Seems a bit chaotic around here. What did you have in mind? I didn't exactly agree. I'll tell him it seems a bit chaotic around here, because it does. It's been worse. We've got a lot of irons in the fire. Look at that. It is right over it.
I'm trying to push it away.
You can't push it away.
It's not working.
What does he want exactly? Scaffoldings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftains. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. That sounds shady. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us.
So you're gonna go look for sailors?
Basically, this is Shenmue 3. So here we are walking slowly.
Spiritual successor.
Look at them go. Or I could just immediately go to the marketplace. These are the little tricks I learned. Let me handle this. That's what what's that guy's steward?
Yeah, it's like the Steward of Gondor in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, so I don't have to read this out loud anymore, right?
They can see this now.
You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls.
Irons in the fire, eh? Sounds promising, says Sheepowie.
I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot? Oh, snap. I guess that when you have rubber bands in your beards, you are considered an idiot. Just like Lou... What's that dude's name? Captain Lou Albana.
Lou Ferrigno?
No, Captain Lou Albana, not Lou Ferrigno, who used to play the Incredible Hulk. The scaffolding's cheap and bled out about an hour ago. So when you tell me that... Whoa, rat anus.
What?
Yeah, I know, you're not even paying attention.
I don't talk to... They don't talk to me. What is the choice that we should make?
So I could say, do you need some help here? I don't have the patience for this, or just be the strong, silent type? What do you think?
The Twitch channel is saying he needs to trim his antlers. Thanks for the insight, Twitch.
Well, there is a minute delay with Twitch, because Twitch put that in there. I don't have the patience for this. He's fumbling with dirty trinkets.
I thought you were going to act this.
Just a little food money. Yeah? Just a little food money. So I can intimidate him, pay him, or do nothing.
Intimidate him.
I'm going to intimidate him.
Just like real life.
You motion to Gunnulf, your enormous bodyguard, who looms over the man like a snake over a mouse. Or a moose. Gods, Eric laying it on a bit heavy, don't you think? I wish I had different voices.
I think he's coming on to you. Trying different voices.
Where are this? I can't do voices. That was months ago, last I know. Hand skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over. You figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Why can't you read this? Are we done here?
I'll read some.
Okay.
Gunnulf, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? Oh, I'm still Gunnulf. No, I just bought them while you were walking around. Why?
Definitely saying
Oh,
this.
you look like a frog. Yeah.
You look like a frog.
Better than an eggplant.
Aw, snap.
Gunnulf goes off to look at more stalls.
That's my bodyguard?
We should decide who's going to read which one. You should be Ubin.
So I'll be Ubin. Eric, that man of yours seems unreliable at best.
A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be a scafling. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. That's my Ninja Turtles voice.
Nobleman is a mead hall?
Best I can tell, his name's ironic.
The name.
Whatever.
It's the name of the mead hall is Nobleman. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm gonna find him. I'll meet you there.
Shouldn't we have an approach of some sort? Where is this place again? After this, I'm done here.
I'm gonna say we should have an approach. That's all
Is
you.
What a luxury. Come on, you've already mopped up worse today.
Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe.
Tithe.
I'll remind him.
That was my Batman voice.
Yes. We're not good with voices. This is what I'm learning.
We're not voice actors.
We're definitely not voice actors. So there we are walking, and now we're gonna go to the meat house.
I think this is probably a good time to remind our watchers, our listeners, that you can win a free copy of the game.
You totally can.
You can.
We totally can.
We are giving away 3 copies of the game. If you are following us on Twitter, unfortunately, this is not through the Twitch stream, but if following us on Twitter, if you tweet at GameSpot, at Stoic Games, and use the hashtag Banner Saga, that's hashtag BANNERSAGA, you probably know what that is if you're watching the stream, because it's related to the game. If you do all 3 of those things, keep an eye on our Twitter stream, and we will be giving out a digital deluxe copy of the game. So
Yes,
when we
that
announce
sounds
it on Twitter, when we say something on Twitter, go ahead, tweet at those 3 things, reply at them, and you'll be put in the running to win one of 3 digital deluxe editions of the game that we're giving out at GameSpot, at Stoic Games, and hashtag Banner Saga.
Okay, you arrive in front of what must be Nobleman. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man introduces Volgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? So we can get it over with. You're walking through the front door, or rather says this. Wow, can I sit this one out? Let's get it over with. That's the spirit. Okay, let's go. So we are gonna do more fighting.
Velgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of a table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken scaflings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process.
Dun dun dun.
Ba-da-da.
And now we are fighting.
So, we got cut off earlier because there was acting going on. What game does this most mimic? You played a lot of games. Which one would you most compare this to?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I don't think that's a game.
I don't want to answer that. I'm gonna go over.
God of War.
Is it God of War? Is that what you're gonna go with?
Call of Duty.
Definitely not God of War or Call of Duty. Okay, so we're gonna start this thing.
So you set up your troops before you start. You can kind of set up, I guess, a strategy on how you're going to approach these guys.
Yes. I will use Stone Wall, lest they attack me.
And Stonewall, is that just putting up your shield, or is that an actual spell?
I believe it is just putting up your shield, so it does a little less damage.
Is there any magic in this game? It seems kind of grounded in somewhat
well, I can
kind of reality.
I can rally.
Rally.
That's magical, right?
He rallied.
I know. So it always, as far as the turns go, they are always my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So even though they are outnumbering us severely, we still get to go, every other time. which is pretty convenient. Oh no, he took away some of my armor and then some of my blood. That wasn't good, so I'm gonna hurt him.
Someone says, one person in the Twitch chat says, if I had to say Disgaea, if only for the art style comparison.
Really?
Do you disagree with that?
I don't think this looks like this guy at all.
Rebuttal does not look like Disgaea at all. Is this gory at all?
The gore is from what I know. I mean, I haven't played a ton, but this is the gore. Boom.
It's a little bit of
So there's, you know, I mean, this is
red
not.
numbers. Red numbers flying everywhere.
Well, no, it's not. It's not just the red numbers. It's there's blood. Watch. 3, 2. Am I only doing 1 damage to that dude? Why am I only doing 1 damage?
You need to do some push-ups first.
That's like not much damage. I'm gonna do that damage instead. Okay, so
I did not see any, but I
there's
saw
no blood because I didn't attack the body that time. So when I count the next time, it'll be with a purpose. So now I'm gonna kill this dude and watch what happens when I kill him. You ready? Dead. But you saw that blood burst out of his belly region, right?
I mean, it's not on the level of Mortal Kombat, but a little gory. A little bit of blood.
A little bit of blood.
A little bit of blood.
I don't know if I want to be there. Seems like a bad idea. What if I just stand still and attack the dude who's there? So that's going to kill him because it's going to do 9, and he's got 6.
Well, I mean, you are a giant dude with horns.
See how he died? And then you
Pretty
get
cool.
promoted, which is not how I get promoted in real life.
By hitting people with a sword.
Yeah, it's not really how it goes.
The music in this is very, it sets the tone. I'm enjoying this.
What tone does it set?
Battle.
Battle?
Death.
Battle's not a tone.
The tone of death. A deathy tone.
A deathy tone? I don't know if that's a tone. So this dude has 6 health, and I can do 1. This dude has 8 health, and I can do... Why are you such a weak dude? What if I do... No, I don't want to... So if I do that, can I do the willpower stuff and then do 3, I guess?
What are you doing?
So that was using some of my willpower, which gives you... You can move further and... Oh, he hurt his own dude. Willpower lets you move a little further or do an extra attack. So I basically did 2 attacks instead of 1 that time. So I could do more than my weak 1 hit point hurts.
Eric Tay points out that the reason that you did 1 attack point is because it's early in the game, dude. Jeez.
I guess that's true. But can I do... I don't have any extra willpower, so I can only do the 4. I can't actually make it go higher.
Also in the Twitch chat we get, this music says, here I am, rock you like a hurricane to me. I agree with that sentiment.
That's actually not... Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. So what is this guy going to do? If I attack, I can do 5 damage, which is going to kill him dead. He didn't even have a chance to not die because I killed him dead.
I like how there are all these dudes just sitting around watching you guys. And one guy even has his feet propped up on the table. Just like, yeah.
Oh, that is totally happening.
Like, what up? This is fun. Some other guys by the buffet table, chowing down, watching the fight.
And then, like, there's the dead body next to the pig at the bottom.
Yeah.
That dude doesn't have as much health as I wish he had.
They do not care.
Who doesn't care?
All the people around the outside. They're not cheering. They're very apathetic.
They're nonplussed by this?
They are nonplussed by your antics.
Well, whatever. Oh, no. That dude got... Did he get deaded? Oh, he got deaded. That's not what's supposed to happen.
So this game doesn't have permadeath. This is not like a Fire Emblem Awakening thing where you lose these guys permanently, is it?
I don't know. What if I lost them permanently?
You have to reset, start over. We're not going to do that for this stream.
Definitely not, but wow.
In permadeath games, are you the kind of guy that resets each time?
No.
You just go with it. You're like, they're dead. They're gone.
Man, I wrote about that, like Final Tactics. What was that game called? Fire Emblem. I wrote about Fire Emblem being awesome last year, because it is awesome. I wrote about XCOM and Fire Emblem because I like permadeath in games because it's not dumb. I like punishment in games. Like some kind of punishment.
So you're kind of a masochist.
No, I'm not. It's like
If you played a game with a controller that shocked you a little bit whenever you died, would you? Is that something you'd want?
probably not. But it's like
You don't want games to be too easy.
it's not even necessarily a difficulty thing because I don't think a lot of games that have some sort of punishment are difficult. But it's just like if you don't have any if you don't have any punishment, then I don't have any fear of acting like an idiot. That was one of my problems with like The Last of Us has like no punishment system because the checkpoints are every like 2 minutes basically. So like that kind of thing is really frustrating to me. So I really appreciate something like, Dark Souls, which has punishment.
One of
Fire Emblem.
our guys in the Twitch chat says there is permadeath in the dialogue. In combat, they will not die, though. So you can lose people through the choices that you make in the story, but not necessarily through the mistakes you make in combat.
But the bad choices I make. 2 dudes died in my combat. There they are. Wait, that's you.
I'm going to do a different voice.
it.
There they are, gods be damned. I've got to go wash off this blood. Eric is looking out the hall's windows into the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues.
One banner I know well. Wagner. Next for Varl kinship, last we spoke. The other flag looks important.
Yeah, important guess. See what I deal with all day long?
Ah, things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrive.
Not me, the governor.
Because he's the steward. He's the guy who gives the governor a bath each morning.
Now I have to make sure there's no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by.
Not bad.
Can I ask one more favor?
What? So I can
No.
say no, or what is it? I'll say what is it.
If you happen to stall our guests down on the docks, I wouldn't object.
Maybe I will.
Eric and Valgard hustle from the mead house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down on the docks.
Am I gonna greet them with my fist or with my tongue?
With your butt.
With my butt?
Butt greeting. You touch butts. Like little hop in the air and a butt touch.
Well, what's your prediction, though? Am I fighting them or talking to them?
Talking.
Wagner. Click.
A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Groththeme, abundant in purpose. God, Subin, you're looking ancient.
Comes with being old. And if there is Wagner, there must be Hakon.
Haken. Must there. Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid? Old yaks, at what age do you lose a sense of shame?
That word sucks.
Jorinder.
Jurinder demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I have no sense that you were so far from home.
Just returned from Arenberg, in fact.
Seriously? These names.
And glad for it. He's changing up a little bit. Haken motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering, golden wolf head emblazoned on red. The king of men, or someone else on his behalf? The king's whelp. The king's son, Ludin. Don't you know, Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. Who's Haken? He hasn't done it yet.
No, you're Haken.
Am I Haken?
You're Haken and Wagner, or whatever his name is.
It's a miserable waste of time.
This is the schizophrenic Justin.
Haken has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Haken.
Then you're going to Grofheim?
That's still you.
I have the distinct feeling I finished my business in Strand and was headed there myself. We should caravan.
We should caravan. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away. But let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where's Morger? How can have him find a place to put up the warriors? I'm heading to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few, others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Moger. See you in the morning, Scrivener.
I'll be along.
The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. How do you look like that?
I don't want to look like that.
The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think.
So that reminds me of my favorite description in J.D. Salinger's book 9 Stories. There's a story called Before the War of the Eskimos. And the girl, through his perspective, looking at like a teenage boy, goes, he looks as though he may have attempted to shave left-handed at some point. Which is so perfect. So that's my favorite.
Does that mean his face is just scars?
Oh my god, I don't know, he's kind of nonchalant and show-offy, I guess, and just, yeah. Weariness suddenly settles in and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Håkon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. So who's that? Which one's which? Is that me going to sleep?
I don't know. I feel like I wish the portraits popped up more frequent, like just every time there was a name.
So who do you think? Should I go to this one?
You should go to the horny guy.
I don't want to go to the horny guy.
Then go to the. Why are you even asking?
I want to go there. Well, there's also the Great Hall. There's 3 choices. Is this the right place?
The Twitch chat says Tom laying out some literary references. Will Tom make a Hemingway comparison during the Spelunky run? Tune in to find out.
Yeah. You never know. You never know. You got to read this.
You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed.
Greetings, Prince Ludin.
You're with Wagner? I don't remember you.
Not exactly. I've known Wagner a long time. I'll be joining you back at Grofheim with my guards.
Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. That's what happens to me every time as well. No reaction from the women. Relationship jokes.
Okay. Why? That's your line.
Oh.
I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. Tithes.
Tithes.
We crossed by chance.
Oh, a tax collector. Fine company.
Sarcasm.
What do you want?
Introduce myself. I hope to learn more about you. I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit.
I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit.
That's what I'm going to... Oh, that's what you have to say.
That's what I just said it.
You're saying that.
I said it.
So we're going to do that one. I thought I was saying that.
I don't know.
So
Am I Ludin? A Varl historian? Aha! Don't you already know your king and mine both have been practically trumpeting it throughout the cities?
I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid.
Ludin takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both.
Probably both.
A little both. Am I Ludin? A formality mostly. Wagner came to our capital in Aberang, and now we go to the Varl's capital in Grofheim to cement this grand alliance for the next age of men in Varl.
Who are Varl?
I don't know.
They said that really casually at first. I don't know if Varl... You sound unconvinced. Is that like the governor's boy?
There's no need for it, and it's damned cold up here.
Yeah, there's like no sun.
You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself.
Look at my eyes move.
I know, it's really cute.
And then there's like that wind blowing around the chesty region. There it goes.
In the chesty region? The
chesty region?
The wind blowing his hair.
Oh, I guess I can do both things. That wasn't really a choice. So I'm going to talk to the horny man.
Scrivener!
It's like Bartleby the Scrivener.
Yeah.
Another reference.
Oh, reference, literary.
I know. I never finished Moby Dick, but I totally read Bartleby the Scrivener.
You find Hakon in a mead house surrounded by other Varl. I think Varl are the horny guys. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Oh yeah, they say in the Twitch chat, Varl equals horn guys.
Went straight for a flagon.
Flagon, like of drinking out of.
Flagon.
How can you make literary allusions and then go, flagon?
I don't know.
I don't know words.
The things I'm referencing don't have flagons in them.
A flagon.
What is a horn of ale? Is that a literal horn?
Yeah, they used to drink out of horns. That's
weird.
Yeah, they probably have to make something to support it, maybe.
That's
But yeah,
weird.
no, you
Because they
drink out of
mentioned that in
horns.
Game of Song of Ice and Fire a lot, and I'm always like, is that like what I think it is?
Vognir's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. I don't know why I'm Scottish now instead of a pirate, but whatever.
You already missed the massacre. I was gonna say mascara. So that's why.
Well, his eyes are. You can use a little mascara to pop.
A little bit. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble.
No surprise. What's this time?
Now what this time?
What this time?
There you go. When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more.
Ha! Humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a yox fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too.
It's not too late to start trying, Hawken.
Hawken, let's slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through Dredge at Vognir's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grothheim.
Soon enough, I imagine. Does the chat hate us right now or love us?
No, they love the voices.
Okay. Are you just saying that?
No, well, I mean, somebody said that earlier.
Okay, someone likes it.
Someone has said it.
You drink until the mead house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside.
Someone also points out that if you have not drinking out of a horn, you clearly haven't been to a Ren fair. Just saying.
I haven't been to a Ren fair.
And also, you eat a big turkey leg.
Oh, those things are the best. I don't know where they get them from. Turkey legs.
Turkeys.
But turkey legs aren't even that. Are they like?
They are. They're
monster?
grown to be that big.
That's terrifying.
They are massive thighed turkeys.
I live right next to turkeys sometimes. They're not always there because they're free roaming turkeys. They're not that big.
At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. What? How would you? They probably don't have watches. It's hard to tell.
Oh, it's hard to tell because of the sun.
Damn hard to tell when that sun never moves. They
There
need
you go.
watches. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers, and all there, just as promised. To your mild surprise, you wonder if Eric had anything to do with that.
Look at them walking across the bottom of the screen.
They're walking.
I got a lot of renown.
Their guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Vognir is already here. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. They were in the whorehouse.
Oh, God. They might have been. Velgar steps forward. Velgar's a quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. My only choice is to say we're ready.
I think we have to depart. You follow Moger and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think.
Dun, dun, dun. So there's the banner that the saga is being told about, right there.
Someone in the Twitch chat says, at first glance, I thought this Justin fella was Chris Waters. Chris Waters is about 2 feet taller than I am. I'm a hobbit compared to Chris. I also wear glasses.
There's a thing in the background right there. And there's birds flying. I'm just going to point out every detail I see. This is a tree in the foreground.
Thank you. That is what? There's a castle or something? The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Moger, cracking open mead casks. From our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout camp.
Toast to Wagner.
Toast to Wagner! You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between man and Varl. The others join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually, you sit down beside Wagner.
Chat with Wagner.
Chat with Wagner. Thanks for the speech, slurs Wagner. Well, before we get into the story, I guess another reminder that we are giving away free copies of the deluxe edition of this game comes with the soundtrack, which, as we pointed out,
Austin Wintry.
Austin Wintry, awesome soundtrack. If you keep an eye on our Twitter feed, follow us. Follow at GameSpot, follow at Stoic Games, and if you keep an eye on our Twitter feed, we're going to mention it. We'll be following at, or you just have to mention at GameSpot, at Stoic Games.
Is that STOIC Games?
STOIC Games.
Stoic Games, okay.
And include the hashtag Banner Saga for a chance to win.
This is me doing the hashtag symbol.
Hashtag.
Right there.
Hashtag. We're giving away 3 copies of the game. This is our second mention. There should be another one coming up really soon, so keep an eye on our Twitter feed to know when to reply.
Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all.
Thanks to Mogir, I thought the damned governor would never shut up.
Yeah, that governor talks.
Did he give you the history of his entire family?
He tried. Then he asked me to clean up his mess for your benefit, turns out.
Oh, I'm totally wrong. It's not Stoic Games. So it's at Stoic Studio.
Duke Studio?
Stoic Studio.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
I'm embarrassed. I'm
So
an
it's
embarrassment.
STOIC, Stoic.
So let's try this one more time. So if you follow at GameSpot and you followed at Stoic Studio, Studio, and with the hashtag Banner Saga,
This is embarrassing.
you'll get a chance to win the game. At Stoic Studio. Stoic Games is probably not even a thing. At
It
Stoic
might be
Studio.
a thing.
They're going to get a lot of love all of a sudden.
You get a lot of love.
For no reason. They're going to be like, why are we getting all this love? At Stoic Studio and at GameSpot.
This is your line.
My line. I'd have given the job to you, too. Gods, there's no joy in politics.
A little joy. Speaking of, what happens after this business with Ludin?
Hopefully the boy goes back to Aberang on his own, and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something.
Starting to sound like Haken. You don't like the life of a diplomat?
Ha! Don't you miss the fight, Ubin. You down your mead instead of replying. Vognir slouches and shakes his head. We should do a different accent. Just change it up a little bit.
There's no great joy
Oh
in
god, what the hell is that?
But this, pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the 2 kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be, warriors would follow you for what you'd done.
Man, you know I can't even... Isn't that why they follow you now?
Is it? Or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Varl.
They're always been muddy, Wagner.
Vognir stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it.
My precious.
Oh god, that's
My
terrifying.
precious.
You rise groggily, the campsite, a casualty of merriment. Mogir is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up. You nudge Vognir. You're needed. Am I Vognir?
Yep. You're everybody who's not Ubin. That's basically it.
Oh, it's Ludin. Oh, it's a pleasure. You look well rested. Vognir releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Groftheim? Huh, we're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
I like voices.
Yeah, you do.
Click and
so I
grab
can
the map to
around.
look around. Blah, blah, blah. Are you clicking and dragging?
So there is the map.
I love the writing. Like, I mean, the writing is, of course, The Lord of the Rings. J.R.R. Tolkien based his writing on these ancient Norse sigils and runes and
know
their
that.
style of writing.
Are you a fan of Tolkien then?
I am a big fan of Tolkien.
Yeah. Okay.
So someone in the Twitch chat says, Justin sounds so much like Krang from the good old days of TMNT. I just got a tingle of Saturday morning TV nostalgia running about my loins.
Oh, wow. That's you.
Also, Justin likes voices. He hears so many. We head north, then east past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. Svognir, am I hacking? Hacking will be,
You should have drank last night, Ludin.
why not take the ships to Skymerstead? What's the point of marching? You're Udin, right?
Yeah. The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships.
Too bad. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skymirstad.
I have sunken city crawling with dredge, Prince. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers?
Ludin exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance.
Don't poke the anthill, Wagner. He seems happier to be here than you.
Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off of. Ludin's got a shorter wick than Hacken. Thanks.
Thanks, Faulkner. Let's get moving. Another half day to Vanderbilt if we're lucky.
Man, all these names, I'm finding it very hard to follow the story. I don't really know who Haken is or.
Haken is the dude with the awesome mustache. He's the porn stash.
Well, I know he's the dude on screen, but I don't know.
That's how you follow.
Okay.
Camp. Camp is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by clicking the camp button on the travel HUD. While at camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the hero's tent. Did you make it this far when you played by yourself?
Oh, no.
Okay, so this is beyond where you've got.
Way beyond.
So you can pass your time by using the rest tent. Resting improves the caravan's morale. I'm just reading what's on screen. A high morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent allows you to safely try out characters in a mock battle, and click leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're done. Click the hero. I think it wants you to click the hero's tent. I think it's telling you something.
There's a chance.
I think it says to do that.
There's a chance. Uh-oh, injured units.
Injuries! They can then put on the disabled list.
So that dude's injured.
Sports reference.
That was totally. Wait, I don't have anyone else.
Click on a unit to view stats, promote ranks, and learn about abilities. So we're all learning about what's going on here.
Abilities.
Bring the pain. That is an awesome sounding ability. Bring the pain. That's like a wrestling move. Twitch chat asks, does the deluxe version of this game include the voice acting? If so, I'll order now. Unfortunately, this is this was a special dev build that was sent exclusively to us. I don't think this voice acting will be in the final build. I think they had to cut it out because of quality purposes.
That seems reasonable. Wait, so how do I upgrade?
I don't know.
I guess you got to keep fighting.
So you put people in your party. Oh, look, you can see that you have the names here. You have Hacken.
No,
Ludin.
I just don't know who they are, I guess.
You mean as a person? Like
As
what
a
his
person,
motivation
yeah.
is?
So, I mean, what does this one do?
That's like there's a breaking chain and then nothing happens when you click on them.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
Well, you don't have any points available. That's why you can't upgrade. It says right there on the screen, 0 points available. So
I
right now you
know.
can't upgrade.
Okay.
And that's, I guess, the maximum
But I
amount that
did
you could
get-
upgrade it to.
But I did get promoted during fights, if you remember.
Yes. So you're another promotion up.
So I'm going to rest because I kind of want to rest. Did that rest then? Is that it?
Is that well, are they wrestling with like a moose or something?
Something like that. Okay, we're going to get out of here.
Oh, so it says, when a person points out on the Twitch stream, see on the bottom it says 0 out of 2. You need 2 more kills to promote it.
Okay.
Oh, actual voice acting.
Frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
Oh, they're so much better than us.
Yeah, they're all right. They're all right. You're pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, peasant. What's a good peasant voice?
Dying.
Barrug, that's a lot of vial for some missing cattle.
What?
Couple days back, sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army.
He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone?
Wouldn't know, my boys. Seen men up the hills carrying them away. Don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself.
Whoa!
Staffling's out here. Maybe. Could they have Varl working for them?
Who's Moger?
Ogre, that, I don't know. Oh, yeah. I just saw a dark skin guy. He has the same voice as Porn Stash guy.
Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up.
The peasant spits, his eyes anxiously darting about as the caravan sets up its tents.
Will there be no more than a day? The silver for any food you've got.
For hundreds of Varl? Are you serious?
Whatever you're willing to sell.
You thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple hunters here. Forget hundreds of.
Oh, that was...
Shut up, here! Hear that? Where's Newton?
If it's faint, sounds like fighting and something else. Hacken takes off at a run.
You're acting it out now?
We're running.
You're
They
doing
can see us.
everything. Wow. Oh, there's a fight.
Someone says when they march across the bottom of the screen, it reminds me of Monty Python. And also, the Twitch chat says, just like in real life, sometimes in order to get a promotion, you have to kill someone with a great axe. Dude, that guy is huge. I don't think you're going to win this fight. You're not the dude in the big armor. You're the little guy, right?
I'm like a peasant or something. Oh, no, that's the prince.
Everyone looks tiny compared to this dude you have to fight now. What are you doing?
Does it want me to do this?
Deflected attacks do no damage, so apparently this guy can deflect what you're doing. From here on out, you will fail catastrophically if you don't break his armor.
Oh, for the hell? What the hell?
I think you just failed catastrophically.
I didn't even do that. That was part of the training.
I think that's what was supposed to happen. You were supposed to die, so that you learned that you have to break his armor.
Yeah, that was bad times for me. And the prince. I guess it was mostly bad times for the prince. So, break his armor. There. Oh no, there's other dudes.
They're not as big though. I think you can take them.
No. I'm not great. Bring the pain. Oh no, I can't actually bring the pain. I just want to. And then you are gonna go up here. Yo, ho, yo, ho. And are you sad that you don't have any,
There's so little voice acting to be done here.
This has a lot more damage. I should just do damage to him.
And then he smacked you for 5. So where can you see... Oh, your hit points are in the left when you click on your character there. Maybe?
I can do 2?
Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
What does that do?
It does 5 damage to his health. He's down to 7.
So he would take more damage if he had less armor, though, I guess.
Yeah, well now, because he has more armor than he does strength, it's like the percentage to actually hit him goes down. Say 90%.
Yeah.
It only does
Oh,
more.
and that's how they can deflect attacks.
Yeah, that's how they deflect. So this will knock it down.
He sounds very demon-y.
He totally sounds demon-y. We gotta kill this dude. So that's a 90% chance?
You can also see armor strength by hovering over their characters and looking at their banner, according to the Twitch stream.
Oh, where are you moving, you coward? Uh-oh. He's doing the wall. I have that thing with one of my guys too.
He's defending, but he's defending the wrong way. Does it matter which direction you're facing?
I don't think so. I mean, that's part of I don't think this game is a tactics game, because that would be something in a tactics game where that kind of stuff matters. Or this is I guess, a turn-based RPG, which are totally different things.
Yes.
So I could do that, and then I'll do a little will. Why am I not doing the willpower? There we go. There we go.
So do you enjoy the combat in this?
Well, it hasn't really picked up yet, I guess.
It's still very, like, this is our, like, second or third battle.
Yeah. Third battle. 90%.
Oh, yeah, someone says that reminds him of Midna from Legend of Zelda.
I know who Midna is from Twilight Princess.
I'm saying for our listeners, might
She
not.
is by far the best character in Zelda history. I don't even know who number 2 would be.
Your favorite character. What about Epona?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, I like Epona, but you know, she's not really much of a character. She's just a horse.
Whenever an enemy falls in battle, 1 willpower star is added to your horn. Using the horn will give 1 willpower to the active ally. I didn't even notice the horn up there.
Where's the horn?
At the top of the screen.
Oh, there it is. Look at that.
You have a horn.
I really gotta like attack the dude.
To be fair, this is not the best setting for learning all of everything that's going on because we have all of us. There's a lot of pressure on you
Is there?
to not fail.
I don't think so. I think people expect me to fail.
Someone in the Twitch stream says, "Don't insult Tom Zelda knowledge. He'll go straight up Super Saiyan on you."
Well, you know, I am not like Lark Anderson, who's I don't even know what his job is, but he's one of the he knows like everything about Zelda. I know the games. He knows the characters and stuff.
So we're going to be playing for about 10 more minutes. Do you think we should mention one last time?
I just got a Shield Master achievement.
Shield Master. Do you think we should mention that you can win the game?
How can you win the game?
So by following us on Twitter, following us being GameSpot, if you follow @ GameStop and @
Oh, you said GameStop.
GameSpot. I
There
said
you
Spot.
go.
I said GameSpot. @ GameSpot and @ Stoic Studio with the hashtag Banner Saga, you can enter a chance to win the digital deluxe version of Banner Saga, which also comes with the excellent soundtrack to the game.
Peace.
So just keep an eye on our Twitter feed, on the GameSpot Twitter feed, for your chance to win. And remember to follow @ GameSpot and @ Stoic Studio, STOIC STUDIO, with the hashtag Banner Saga for a chance to win. Winning chances.
I'm gonna bring the pain.
Bring the pain.
That's all it did?
Oh, did you have another? You have a dude fall?
Yeah.
Good thing it's not permadeath.
I don't think he fell so much as he died, though.
You have a lot of pressure. Like he just, because it's cold.
Well, it is cold.
They're not wearing a lot of clothing. But I think those hammers, like the stuff they're carrying, is pretty heavy, so they're working up a sweat just moving it around.
How much more painful it'd be to be hit with like a bludgeoning tool when it's cold out? Like your body would just break. Promoted, Moger. Promoted, Hawken. Are you typing in the chat?
I'm typing in the chat. I'm pointing out that I said GameSpot, definitely not GameStop.
Okay. Trying to get yourself killed, dude. What are you doing? I was trying to get a shot in between the plates. You never seen a dredge boy before? What kind of idiot breaks their armor first? Oh, break their armor first. You're an idiot. See? You're gonna go. Where did they come from?
We didn't even see them. They were just there. Hacken goes down. Hacken goes down. Never mind. Hacken goes to where Wagner lies face down. The future Varl King lies motionless, aside from a spreading pool of blood.
Uh-oh.
Wagner's dead.
Oh, what?
Chapter 2, cut with keen-edged sword.
That actually might be a good place to stop.
That is probably where we should start to wrap this up.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Are you excited that you purchased this already?
I'm very excited that I
Are you
purchased
excited
this.
that you helped fund this game through Kickstarter?
I'm glad that I have brought something like help. That I'm one of the guys that can help to bring this.
Nice.
Oh god, it looks so good. I love just looking at this game.
Cool.
That is a really cool art style.
Well,
and I want to go home and try it out.
Cool. Well, yeah, I just want to thank you for everyone to tune in, because we couldn't do this stuff if you guys didn't tune in. And thanks to Eric Tay and Dan Mahork, who are behind the scenes getting everything to work, and Justin Haywald for joining me. And then come back to this very stream in 1 hour, when we will be doing a very special Spelunky Daily Challenge. Not you.
Not me, because I'm really bad at Spelunky.
Chris Waters and Sean McInnes and me, Tom Mc Shea. But until then, see ya.
Bye, have fun.